Welcome to Contact. My name is Jeff Bryant with Bryant's Ishinru Karate. Today we have a special episode for you. I have my Grandmaster here from Cummings, Georgia, Master Jim LaRocco. With that, we're going to touch on a couple of the basic kicks that we didn't get in a previous episode because we ran over a little bit. With that, remember that you can always see previous episodes on YouTube at Oxford Community Television, Bryant's Karate. Search that out. And up-and-coming episodes, we're going to have some young sport karate experts, ages 10 and 12, two of them that have done very well on the national circuit and the world circuit. One young gentleman, Rain Fredericks, is a junior black belt of mine. He's been training with me since he's 3.5 years old. And he has 3 gold medals, 1 from Ireland and 2 from this year in Montreal. The next junior black belt that's going to be on, hopefully next week, is going to be Nick Nowakowski, which is the overall junior black belt for the state of Michigan 2012. Nick did this competing against kids from 16 years old all the way down to 8 years old in the black belt range as a brown belt. So aspects of traditional karate and open karate. So there's some real interesting things coming up on Contact. Hope you can make it there. And thank you. Hi, back at Contact. I'm Jeff Bryant. With me I have Grandmaster Jim LaRocco. Sir?
Yes.
Jim LaRocco is in charge of the United Okinawan Budo Association, which I belong to, and Jim has been in the martial arts for many years. When did you start your training, Jim?
I started in Cleveland, Ohio in 1963.
1963.
Before everybody was born.
Before everybody was born. And what styles of karate do you train in, and what ranks do you hold in those styles?
The only style I've ever trained in is Ishinru.
Okay.
My instructor was Harry Acklin, who unfortunately has since passed away. But I now train under Master Ungi Uezu, who is in Okinawa.
Okay.
He's the 10th down in our system. And I've been to Okinawa to train with him a couple times.
All right, great. Why only Ishinru?
Because I've seen other systems, and I've taken a few techniques from other systems and incorporated into Ishinru. But I feel that if you want to be proficient in what you're doing, you stick with one thing and do it right.
I agree. There's a lot of kids nowadays and a lot of instructors out there that actually train in multiple styles of karate, and I feel that they probably really don't even master the one style they started in before they move into the next. And I think that that's what you're saying, right? It's
correct. Yes.
There's in the Ishinru system, like Master LaRocco said, he's been training since 1963. And when he goes over and train with your instructor, would you say you probably learned something new?
All the time. I'm always learning. That's why I go to seminars. I teach seminars, but I also, some of the other instructors that teach at the seminars, I am always learning something. Yeah. Always.
Okay. And you said your current instructor is Master Ungi Uezu from Okinawa.
Correct.
Okay. And how long have you trained with him?
I've trained with him, since 1966.
Okay. And could you tell us a little bit about him and where he came from?
Ungi Uezu was the founder of Ishinru, Master Tatsuo Shimabuku. He is Master Shimabuku's son-in-law, and he trained. Master Uezu didn't want to get into martial arts, but Master Uezu married Master Shimabuku's daughter.
Okay.
And kind of was pulled into the martial arts, and he's turned out to be one of the best instructors and one of the best masters of Ishinru.
Okay, great. I know, how do you feel about karate today? Karate today in itself versus now versus 1963 when you started. Do you feel that it's lacking any way or it's better in any ways? Is there some good things about today versus then or vice versa?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I like about the present day martial arts are the children.
Okay.
Back when I started, there were no children. It was strictly adults. And we never wore pads. We always had either a cup and a mouth guard, and then you went out there and it was supposed to be non-contact. But I've had my ankle, I've had my leg broke, I've had all my fingers broke, I've had all my ribs broke. So as a non-contact sport, you can see what happens.
Yeah.
And I've traveled all over this area. I competed in Buffalo, New York, and in Cleveland, and in Detroit, and just all over in this area here.
And you were part of, what was it, the Ohio All-Stars, right?
Yeah, Cleveland black belt team. We fought John Reed's people back in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
We fought Bill Wallace, for those of you who know who Bill Wallace. He had a team out of Memphis.
Okay.
And we fought him. And we used to compete with the Detroit people, the Taekwondo people here in Detroit.
Great. So with that, you talked about a few of the people there. How about some Detroit people? Was there anybody locally that you competed against?
Oh, yes. For those of you who know Master Bob White.
Okay.
I competed not in Kumite, but in kata with Willie Adams. Some of the other names you might know are Artie Simmons from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Jeff Smith from
Big name.
Detroit, big name. Yep. I did spar with Joe Louis, but it was in a dojo.
Okay.
So for those of you who know Joe Louis, and I fought many of the top black belts in the country. I used to go to Pennsylvania and fight there, and basically within St. Louis and that area.
Who was your toughest competitor? Who was that guy that said, you know, I want to train extra hard because I know he's going to be there this week?
Well, there was a guy that I fought 3 times. His name was Bill Swift from New York.
Okay.
He was one of Tom LaPuppa's students. And I hit him one time as hard as I could, and he came at me and just shook it off, and believe me, I was ready to run out of the ring.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I won that one. So.
Oh, great.
Yeah, there's some tough guys out there.
Yeah. With that, let's talk about traditional kata and what benefits. There's a lot of talk out there that I hear on Facebook and things like that, and you know, a lot of people are knocking kata and things with kata. How do you feel about that? And have you heard that yourself?
Oh, I've heard it. I just get upset because it's the martial arts are like anything else. Once you reach black belt, as you're training, once you reach black belt, to me, you graduated and you're going to college.
Yes.
And the only way that you can get your katas down or your fighting ability down would be know your basics, which are your stances, your kicks, and your blocks and punches. Kata combines all of these to get your balance and your coordination, which then again, if your katas are correct and you're doing them right, your self-defense will come automatic. You won't have to think about blocking an attack. It'll come automatically. And you know where to hit and how to hit and when to hit.
Yeah. And what he's talking about is muscle memory.
Exactly.
So doing the katas over and over again with your basics over and over again, it comes second nature.
And when I used to fight, when I used to spar, my katas came in, I used to utilize them all the time. Different stances, different techniques. And it works.
Great. Okay. We were going to kind of hit you off notice today. You called me up and said, hey, I'm in town. I'm going to come by to the dojo and see if you want to work out or do something. I said, you know, we're taping the contact today and asked you, and you were gracious enough to come in. So you had talked about doing a little bit of using an opponent's weight against him and working offline and back in line.
Correct.
Yes.
It's called Te Sabaki.
Te Sabaki. Okay. So we're going to take a break and set up for Te Sabaki. I say that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Okay. And then we're going to go through that. So.
And I'll explain it as we go.
Thank you.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans, receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Hi, we're back at Contact with Master Jim LaRocco from Cummings, Georgia, and he's going to go over sabaki. Master LaRocco?
Good, thank you. One of the things I want to explain to everybody is I have what they call a bubble theory. It's my own little deal, where you are in a fighting position and your guard is up, everything is in where it's supposed to be, the elbows are in, you're ready, you're looking at your opponent in his solar plexus. You don't want to look at his face, especially Bryant's face. I don't want to look at his face. But we look at the solar plexus because we can see everything. I can see his legs with my peripheral vision. I can see his hands. And that's all you have to worry about is his hands and his legs. Now, in Ishinryu Karate, we punch with a vertical punch this way. And it's a lot easier than doing the twist punch because the twist punch, in order for me to contact him correctly, I have to come way out here to strike. In the Ishinryu system, I can be here and hit him, here and hit him, here and hit him. So I've got all these variables that I can utilize with this punch. And our forearm scrapes along our ribs because it's the shortest distance between 2 points. The hands are always up. This hand, as I punch, it keeps up. So if he throws a punch with that hand, I can always block it and go from there. Okay? So the bubble theory is I'm here, and if I'm going to come into him, like we did earlier, did we do that?
Yes, yep.
Okay, like we did earlier, when that shoulder moves and he comes in at me, I can block him. However, when I come in with my bubble, I can, boom. I wasn't open. I'm closed, bam, here. So now I have a theory. It's 3 things. We do 3 things, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing I would do in this particular case, I'm going to go slow, is 1, Te Sabaki, out of the way, 2, 3, okay? And that way, you've broken his ribs, theoretically, knocked his leg out. When he's on the ground, then you can go from there, okay?
Okay.
Real
Yep.
simple. Now, in Ishinryu, we do short blocks, and we block with the meat of our arm. We don't block with the bone like some systems. So if he comes in and throws a punch to my face, this is a block. 1, 2, 3. Okay?
Yep.
Now you see what I did? As he came in, I went boom, bang, boom. Just 1, 2, 3. And I shift my weight, and eventually my foot would be here, and I would just sweep him. Okay? So that's somebody coming in straight at you. All right?
Yep.
Now, let's see he does the same thing. And what I'm going to do is get out. Here's Te Sabaki again. See where I am? I'm out of the way. He's a big man, and I'm going to get his floating ribs. Okay? Then from here, I can do whatever I want. I can come in and knee him right here, or I can sweep him. Okay? So that's one of the things that I like to do. When I used to fight, I used to throw a back fist and see what he does. See? Now what he would normally do is block it, then I punch him. That's 1, 2. Now 3 is this. I don't know if they can see it. That's 1, 2, okay, see this? And then 3, boom. All right? So I did 3 things. He may be able to block 1, he may be able to block 2, but he can't block 3. Okay? And of course we're going slow. Everybody understand that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, another thing is, let's say he throws 2 punches at me. I'm going to stand my ground. He's going to throw a punch here. You're going to throw a punch here. 2, 3, 4. Now, you notice what I did when I punched. I used my whole body on the punch, and I shifted my weight, so all my weight is going into that punch. Again, from here, it's 1, 2, 3. That hurts. That really hurts. Okay? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So I was still in my bubble. Mm-hmm. Now, when you're out of your bubble, this is it. Now, I know that this is my power part. I know that if I hit somebody from here, it's going to hurt. But if I go out of my bubble here, he can grab me and pull me off balance. He can do whatever he wants. But if I'm in my bubble and he grabs me, I'm coming with him. But if I'm out of my bubble, I'm in trouble. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, so I'm here, and he's going to come at me again with a punch. I'm going to do my
Reverse
Sabaki
punch?
again. Boom. Now, he's a big man. I might not be able to hurt him with a punch, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to move my bubble into him. Elbow. That hurts. Okay? Do it again. All right. Now, another thing that I can do, that was 2 things, right? So it's 1, 2, see where he is? Watch. 3. 3. So, 3 things.
3 things, always 3.
3 things, always 3.
Yep.
All right, now this again is tournament stuff, and I don't know if they're going to allow, back when I was fighting, they allowed groin and face.
Yes.
Okay.
No cup, sir.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right, I'm going to do another thing called it's called a flip kick. It's not a kick that's going to kill them, but it's a kick that's going to distract them. So we want to distract them.
Okay.
And this is a setup too, everybody. Where I'm going to come in with a side kick, and maybe I'm going to come in a round kick, but he's going to be looking for these kicks, and all of a sudden I'm going to do what they call a flip kick. And what happens when I do the flip kick, his hands are going to come down. So the flip kick is from here. I'm still in my bubble. I'm going to bring this foot to here. I'm going to do my flip kick. He's going to go down for it, and then I'm going to do, and bam. Okay? So it looks like this. It's like this. Boom, bam. Okay. I'm going to, now, normally it's to the groin, but for this purpose, I'm going to kick him in the stomach. It'll look like this. Okay?
Yep.
All right?
Got it?
So, what did I do? I hit him 3 times. I kicked him once, covered. I neutralized this weapon of his and punched him. Okay? Okay?
Sir.
Good. Now, another thing is, Master Bryant is a good kicker. So, I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to kick me here or if he's going to kick me here. Now, this is one thing that they do in Okinawa. If you're fighting here, you have all this open. Now, what I do normally is I do this. This is called a cover. If he kicks
Okay.
me low,
Okay, so.
I cover. If he kicks me high, I cover. So it's this cover. Now, when he kicks, okay, he's open. You see,
Yes, sir.
remember what I told you about the shoulder coming through?
Yes, sir.
So when I'm here and he does that, boom, bam, bam. You see? Back fist punch.
Yep.
Okay? Again?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, now all this that we're showing you is basic techniques, and Tei Sabaki is it'll even work on the street. Let's say he's got a knife, okay, and he's going to come at me with a knife. Tei Sabaki, Tei Sabaki, and I will grab his hand. I will twist it so his fingers are showing up here, and the only thing I have to do now is walk over there and break his arm. Okay? Break his arm. Now, I was being nice.
Thank
But
you.
basically what it is here, here, and your forearm against him right here, as hard as you can go. Now, you see where my foot is? I can come in and sweep him from there and break his leg too.
Okay. So are you hitting on the elbow or just above the elbow?
Just above the elbow to
Okay.
break it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, now there's another technique that if he grabs, and this is out of kata. People who don't like kata, this is something you should learn. As I throw a punch at him, let's say I'm weak or I'm tired, and he grabs my
Okay.
grabs my hand. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him into me. I'm in what they call seisan stance. I'm going to convert over to horse stance. And as I do, I'm going to pull his arm into my obi, my waist. And as I do that, his elbow's here, and I'm going to break his arm with my block. And then from there, I can come in and punch him. So again, slowly, when he grabs me, I'm not going to be gentle. I'm going to come my hand way over here. I'm going to go whack, and that's going to hurt.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if he does it with the other hand, the only thing I want to do is get out of here. I'm going to go from seisan stance. I'm going to come in, block, and then I'm going to go right back into seisan. Boom. So I block and I countered immediately. Okay.
Sir.
Good.
thank you, Master LaRocco, for coming in today and showing us a little bit of your techniques, and it's much appreciated. For those of you out there, we are going to have a seminar with Master LaRocco and a few other Ishinru masters, as well as some people from some other styles. And the tentative date for that's going to be July 20th, and it's going to be in Warren, Michigan. So if you check on Bryant'sKarate.com, or Bryant'sIshinru.com, you can check for that, and it will be posted. So with that, thank you, sir.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you for coming to my dojo, and have a safe trip home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Master Jim LaRocco, Seisan Kata, Ishinru.
Ready?
Okay. Race.
Ishinru, Seisan. Seisan.
Thank you for viewing Contact on Oxford Community Television. Remember, and if you want to see old episodes, check out YouTube at Oxford Community Television, Bryant's Karate. Next week, we'll be going over some sport karate techniques, as well as some sport karate forms, and seeing a little bit more of the flashier side of karate. And it's very interesting. The kids love it, so make sure that you're there. Thank you for coming to my dojo. Rate. Sayonara.
President Roosevelt signed the Bill of Rights.
I've always appreciated the American Legion's
My gratitude to the American
Thank
Legion.
you all to the American Legion.
We have millions of veterans that are members of our organization. Thank you.
The American Legion. We serve America and its veterans. We pledge ourselves to our veterans, our youth, a strong national defense, and Americanism. These four pillars shape our work and what we do for America. There is power in our numbers. We're the largest organization of wartime veterans in the nation. We are 2.5 million members strong, men and women from every state in the nation and around the world. No other veterans organization wields this kind of power. We work relentlessly within our four pillars of service, and we succeed. The American Legion takes care of our fellow veterans and their families. We maintain close ties with Congress and the leaders in Washington, D.C. They respect us. They listen to us. We sponsor research and press for medical care and benefits for all veterans and active duty service members, whether they are members of the American Legion or not.
President Roosevelt signs G.I. Joe's Bill of Rights.
You've heard of the GI Bill of Rights, one of the most important pieces of social legislation of the 20th century. It was written and passed largely through the efforts of the American Legion. We were instrumental in the formation of what is now the Department of Veterans Affairs to make sure our veterans get the care and benefits they are promised and deserve. The young people of our nation are our future. They benefit from exceptional programs and generous scholarships that only the American Legion offers. We provide athletic programs like American Legion Junior Shooting Sports, Legion Baseball, and educational and civics programs like the Oratorical Scholarship Contest, and Boys State and Boys Nation.
As Supreme Court Justice Hugo Black stated, the quality of justice that Americans receive should not depend upon the amount of money they have.
We promote citizenship and an appreciation of government. We have all been directly involved in our nation's defense as wartime veterans. We know what policies, tools, and manpower our military needs to protect this great country. We fight to get these things done.
We are all very grateful to have the American Legion on point.
We take our case all the way to the top in Washington, D.C. to ensure that America is prepared for any threat. We are patriots through and through. We believe in our flag and all that it stands for. Our Constitution, our Pledge of Allegiance, our way of life are all fundamental to maintaining our freedom and the standing that we have as the greatest country on earth. We promote and defend these values every day in communities across the nation. These pillars represent not just what we do, but who we are. We're here to serve our fellow veterans, their families, and all of America. We are here for them. We are here for you. The American Legion asks you to join us in our mission. If you share our vision and commitment to America, visit our website at legion.org or your nearest American Legion post today.
Hi, I'm Ken LaPlace, and I'm the new director here at OCTV, and I'm on a recruiting mission. I want you to join us. Here at OCTV, we're launching a new revolution in public access television, one that's going to take us in a direction that's exciting and challenging. We're not just going to make videos here, we're going to make real movies. Movies, for example, with real Hollywood equipment, just like you see here. We're going to make exciting videos for online, things that you'll be interested in, and you're going to have a real creative mind to join us, but that's what I want. And then we'll be able to take all that creativeness that you have and be able to put that into our editing systems here, some of the finest software packages on the market. We'll teach you how to do animation. We'll teach you how to do motion graphics and put together your videos. And yes, like I said, we'll be able to do some really cool movies here. We'll be able to do that because we have a lot of equipment that you, as a movie maker and a video person, will love. For example, we've got all the lighting utensils here. We have plenty of sound gear. Say you want to become a TV reporter. Well, we have an entire set here, and I'll be able to teach you how to be a multimedia journalist, and you'll be able to take that information and hopefully maybe you can get a job. I've been in the business for over 30 years, and I intend to teach you how to take my experience and use it for your benefit. And of course, we've got sound stages. We're going to do all kinds of bands and interviews, and I need your creative minds to be able to say, hey, look, I can help you dress this out. I can tell you what kind of shows I want, but it's going to take you. I'm on a mission. I need your help. OCTV, come on down. Talk to me. Again, I'm Ken LaPlace.